Good morning and welcome back. This morning we are taking a look at challenges women face when they are trying to overcome their addiction. Kim Williams is a program coordinator for the Mothers Making a Change outpatient program. Kim, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Talking about women and addiction and the recovery process, especially women with children, how difficult can it be for somebody who's new into recovery to kind of go through the steps, and those first few weeks? How crucial is that time period?
The first few weeks are really the most crucial for our clients. A lot of them come to us broken. They come to us, really hopeless, really feeling helpless. A lot of the times they have lost their children, they've lost jobs, they've lost husbands, they've lost families in general. So the extra needed support is really crucial to them being successful in the recovery process.
Have you found by working with women that sometimes it's even hard for them to get to your program because of fear of losing their kids, of fear of not being able to hold the family together?
Absolutely. Just the stigma attached to addiction is enough to, a lot of our clients go into hiding. They don't want people to know. So just the fear of coming out and saying, I need help, I need someone to help me, I don't know what to do, is really a struggle for them. And
talking about relapse too, I mean, it's just a part of recovery. I mean, so many people do relapse. And how do you encourage the woman who maybe tried the program and fell off the wagon, as they like to say, goes back out and drinks, and sometimes might be fearful to come back out of shame?
A lot of encouragement, a lot of support, a lot of guidance. We take a team approach at Mothers Making a Change. So we work to help the entire situation, try to make it a little bit easier for them. We, have case managers that help them access stuff in the community. We have tons of counselors that help them process anything that they're struggling with. And so we've been able to be successful with that holistic approach.
They say the support system so important, especially on the early onset of recovery, right? Those first 90 days crucial to have a good support program. I know that maybe many women who come to you, they don't have a lot of family support, and perhaps you guys providing that support. But let's say there is a mother out there who is married to a man and he doesn't drink, right? And he's dealing with a wife who is an alcoholic or who is a drug addict. What do you guys do for the family to kind of get them through it as well?
We offer family support sessions with the family just to help education-wise, to help the family understand addiction, because we know that addiction is not just affecting that single person, it's affecting the entire family unit. So just bringing the family together, helping them understand what addiction is, helping them to understand this is why they do the things that they do, helps the family understand and be able to come back together again.
How hard is it for the children?
Extremely difficult.
I mean, you're there, you're working with these women, and you're working with a lot of children who've already been through, for the most part, a really rough childhood up until that point. How difficult is it for them?
It's extremely difficult. A lot of our children that we see are through they go through Department of Family and Children Services. So they're taken away from their parents. They're taken away from what they know. They're taken away from, what they consider to be normal. So bringing them back into the picture and helping them as much as we can, providing as much support to the children, is very, very vital and crucial to making sure that the kids are okay, that they understand, that we're here to help and be supportive.
All right, I love on this show, let's give, warning signs, because there could be a woman out there who is drinking and drugging and sometimes may think they have it under control, but are on that point in their life when things are starting to go out of control. What are some signs that you like to tell loved ones out there that maybe someone in their family is abusing alcohol, and how do you even approach that person?
A huge warning sign is, loss of pleasurable things that the family member have, found pleasurable in the past. They stop doing those things. Losing employment. Simple things. Losing employment. Sometimes they gain new friends that family members are like, who is this person coming around? We don't even know who that is. They look suspicious. They look different. They look, weird. Are huge warning signs that family members can kind of clue into and say there may be something going on. Loss of money. All of a sudden, they're asking for money. And
what do they do though? Things. Because if you're not an addict, right, and you're living with one, and you've never been introduced to a 12-step program or recovery program, you don't even know that life exists, right? You just know that you're with somebody, or your mom or your dad is acting funny, is acting strange. What do you do? You know, do you just pick up the phone and call for help? I mean, what do you do?
You can actually access a lot of resources online. You can find us online at www.copcsb.com.
Because if they call you and say, hey, listen, I think my wife has a problem, what should I do?
Get her in, let her be assessed, you know, get them into a program. Be supportive, encourage them to seek treatment, encourage them to seek help, and, you know, let them understand and know that you're going to stand firm, that you need to get help, and we're here to support you as much as we can.
You know, some people will sit there and say interventions rarely work because at the basis of a lot of recovery programs, the person themselves has to realize that and admit to themselves that they have a problem, right? And you can't necessarily point the finger and tell somebody they have a problem until they realize they do in order for it to change. But sometimes, and I always try to tell people too, is that if you get them to go to a program, perhaps they can understand what their rock bottom is, maybe if you kind of show them and point them out the things that are happening in their life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to, person has to be willing. They have to really want it. And that takes a while. Sometimes it's
they don't get
not
it the first
something
time
that they want, you know, right off. But hopefully at some point through their treatment, they start to buy into this notion of treatment and that, you know, this may be something that really can be beneficial to me and my family. So
even if you get them to go to say, hey, for the sake of the family and the kids, try this out.
Just get them in the door.
Right.
Just get a foot in the door and we'll do all the rest of the work.
I like it. Kim Williams, thank you very much for your time and sharing the program with us.
Coming
up next, we're going to be talking to two of Kim's clients who are recovering from their addiction. Stay with us right after the break.